It is day 35 of my VW Touareg experience, and there is something squirrely going on. There is a rattle going on inside this vehicle, and it has been driving me and my wife kind of nuts. When we come to a stop, you can hear some type of weird rolling sound inside the vehicle, and at first I thought there was something under the seat, so I searched under there, couldn't find anything. Then I thought, man, maybe somebody left something in the side little compartments on the doors. Nothing there either. So then I decided to check the internet, couldn't find any definitive answers. I thought, oh, there's gotta be something going on. Now this may be pretty difficult to hear because I think you'd need a microphone right around this area, but oh no,
couldn't hear it there,
sometimes there it is. See, it's like the slightest of sound where you can just hear something rolling.
Yeah.
Inside. Sometimes it happens right when you come to a stop.
There's something under the seat. It kind of feels like that, but it's not under the seat, is it?
No. Oh, see, did you hear it there?
Yeah, you can hear it there, yeah.
I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear that, but it is incredibly annoying. And as I mentioned, apparently it is acorns. Yeah. Squirrels somehow go through, I think, one of the
subframe
vents or one of the, a tube that runs out, and they place acorns.
Oh yeah, you can hear it there too. Yeah.
It's just when there's a shift of a good amount of shift in weight.
No, couldn't hear it that time, but oh yeah. Yeah, wow. They've been doing some good stashing under there, eh? Oh yeah.
See?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there.
Holy smokes,
you got a whole family in there.
It is time we remove this front seat. Be forewarned, I have never done this before, so it's gonna be a little trial by error deal. And you see this bolt? Do you see that head on it? Do you see that? I had to go buy a full socket set. I bit the bullet. I thought, you know what, we're working on this car enough where I'm going to need a full socket set of these. DP, what were they called again?
Triple square.
Triple square.
Yeah. Weird.
Weird, very weird. Nevertheless, there are 4 bolts holding the seat on. I mean, it's not a difficult job to remove it. I'm gonna pull them out here. There's 2 more in the back. I've raised the seat up as high as I can go. I've realized I don't probably need to remove the actual seat. I just need to move it out of the way. So I'm not gonna pull it out of the car. I've lowered it down as far as it goes and moved the seat, the backside a little bit forward. And now we have access to where we need to do a little bit of work. There's a battery here. Would you look at that? I did not know there was a battery under the driver's seat. But this lid is attached with a couple of clips here, and I noticed that they were not clipped in, and I'm wondering if that could have been the sound. Like, can you hear this, DP? Like moving around like that. I don't know if that may have been the sound that we kept hearing, like just the rattling of that back and forth, because when you come to an abrupt stop, it would move that. And I noticed on the box here, these 2 are broken off, which is a bummer, so you can't actually lock it in place on the front there.
So maybe the lid was rattling?
Yeah, and I don't think it was the lid, because it would have been like a plastic on plastic noise, but maybe it could have been too. So this is definitely, I think, something that could be causing the noise. Look there's like weird salt buildup on this whole area here. Do you see that?
I do, that's weird.
Yeah, and
you sure it's salt?
Yeah, it's salt. It's salt.
Like road salt?
Maybe. I don't know, from
like someone wouldn't have poured a bag of salt down there.
No, so I don't think so. Maybe it came, I don't know where it came through.
It's not from off the battery?
No, it doesn't look like it. No, look at it. It's there, so I don't know. However, you know what I do see?
What?
Something that would roll around. I think it's a Smartie. It's also in an area that has some space where it could roll around. There it is. Is that my culprit? Look at this thing.
Could be, yeah.
It's like a Smartie. If you like listen to it, you could hear it rolling around. I mean, if it was going back and forth, I don't know, maybe not.
Wow.
It's hard to know,
If
DP.
it's just bashing up against the battery box, it could make that noise.
Yeah, well, it was underneath in this area where the vent is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but this also could be the culprit. Nevertheless, so I think what I'm going to do now, first of all, is clean this area very diligently. I saw there's some coins down here too, so a couple of things that could definitely be causing some rattling. I'm going to put it all back together, put this lid on properly so that the locks are in place so it's not rattling there. And as I said, just clean it. And then we're going to go for a ride. I'll drive for another 3-4 days, and if the sound isn't there, then we've got success. And if it is, then back to the drawing board. Quick update. It is the weekend. I am here because the rattle came back. It was still there after all that work. I thought the Smarty was the culprit or something in that area, but it wasn't. So I decided to have another look under here. And guess what? I have found what it is. And it is inside the vent. Here is the vent that actually has something in it. So I started moving it back and forth and I heard a bit of rolling, the sound that I was looking for. So I busted out my video scope here and would you look at this? That is our item. So the bigger question here is how to remove it, because I would actually have to take all of this out, which includes actually having to take this frame around the seat out. So this would probably be half a day's work. So instead, what I'm going to do is cut a small little hole in this vent right here and try to fish it out, because this is one piece and it runs all the way to the front there. And I can't, whatever I do, try my hardest, it does not come out. Quick change of plans here. I'm gonna try this flexible bolt extractor remover. I don't even know what you want to call this tool. And what I've done is I've put a magnet right on the end of it, hoping that it may grab whatever item is down there without me having to cut this open. So let's give this a try. Here we go. Tool is in. Problem is trying to find exactly where the item is. Nope. Damn. Oh, I think I actually may have had it there. Just, I think it's the item. Might be a little heavy for the magnet. Oh my goodness. There it is. A pen. Holy smokes, there was a pen in the vent. I'm still trying to wrap my head around a pen in the vent. Wow, I'm not exactly sure how it got there. I'm assuming someone must have kicked it and it found its way into that vent. That's the only logical explanation, but thankfully the problem is solved. So I gotta say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. By all means, it was a doozy for me right at the end here to figure that out. Still kind of baffed about it. But wait, there is more. One more time. The pen apparently was a problem, but guess what? The noise is still there. Yes, the noise is still there. So, once again, further digging has discovered...
Oh, you used a camera in there.
Oh yeah, look at this, DP. Yeah, you haven't seen.
Yeah,
Look at this. Can you see that? You know what that is? That, my good friend, is a battery.
A battery?
A battery.
Well, fish it out of there, buddy. What, a magnetic wand might get it,
I'm going to, yeah. That's what I did last time. You weren't here for that. But again, a pen is weird. A battery, like, I'm starting to think someone, maybe a child or something, purposely was stuffing stuff in there because they found it amusing. Like, what are the odds that a pen finds its way down there, but now a battery as well? Like, that's just pure insanity. Nevertheless, I'm going to get my little magnet out again, and we're going to try to fish this thing out. My flexible grabber tool here was fortunately too short. That battery's way in there. So I decided, you know what better way but just tape the magnet onto my actual camera here.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like we got ourselves a bite and a hook. The battery is coming now. Whether I can get it out here, that's gonna be the question. Oh, she's coming up. This is like, look at it, you get the view here.
Yes.
It's slowly coming up.
Who knew fishing a battery out of a vent could be so dramatic?
Okay.
Woo! There it is.
Wow, look at that. You know what?
Nice double A. You could use that.
You could
PT.
still use that. Look at it. It says December 2020.
Just dust it off.
That's
and put
pretty
it to
old. Oh,
use.
and look it. Maybe it's still got juice. It does. It's got a little bit of juice left. Who threw this away?
Kids these days.
I know. The travesty. Well, we now have 2 items that I've fished out of there, so I'm going to officially wrap this up. I can't imagine there's something else, but I'm going to go back in with the tool one more time to have a look, but I'm pretty confident that is it. It doesn't sound like there's any more multiple things. I just heard one small little rattle left. So, that is a wrap. Officially done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did, and the curiosity of what was in this vent got me. So, as always, make sure to subscribe to our channel if you want to keep up with the VW Touareg content. And we do have a lot of other cool builds going on, so make sure to check those out as well. Figure out a technique. Might have to get the video camera out. Try to do that at the same time here. Because I can't seem to